just cook a lot of bad dishes.
This recipe is incredible. Like beef rendang, how can beef rendang be normal? You're triggering me. I'm being rage baited.
But wait, how are you doing this? How are you asking questions, hosting, and still driving?
I have only two answers. I'm either a very good host or a very good driver. Oh my god, guys, we are back. Welcome to another episode of Chow. It is now season 2. I mean, it's been a long time since we did the last episode of Zemet, and since we took so long to do the next episode, right? This episode is part 1 of season 2 or episode 1. So today we have a brand new car for us to drive. It is the Suzuki VITARA. A fully electric vehicle. I'll touch more on that later on because I want to touch on my guest today. Not touch the guest, just touch on. He is the new upcoming prince of food in the food content sphere, and he is also the only person or only content creator that has an actual master list of all the food he has tried. Without any further ado, today our guest of episode 1 of season 2, we have Mr. Alderic Teo. Woo! Hello.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I heard a bit of the intro, very glazy. A lot of glaze. I'm not all that he makes it out of it. He's just being nice. But to introduce myself, I'm Alderic. I'm a content creator. As of the point of shooting, I'm just back from my chicken rice series.
Right.
I just wrapped my chicken rice series where I visited 6 countries to eat 48 plates of chicken rice in the span of 4 months. I traced the immigration pattern because Hainanese chicken rice is brought by our ancestors from Hainan.
I see.
So the start.
Sorry, we are having in a e-vehicle, so sometimes the vehicle
smart,
wants to talk
too
to us.
smart.
Yeah. Guys, from everything that he has just said just now, it's making me a bit nervous.
Why?
Because I'm very like, this food is nice, this food is not nice. And then he can trace back to the grandfather of chicken rice. But I will try lah. I will try to be as nuanced and as educated as you are. But are you ready, Alderic?
Yes.
Alright, I think we buckle our seat first. Okay, Alderic.
Yeah.
I still remember my first video that I saw of yours, right? Was the one that you, I think it was like how you prepared for the MasterChef.
You watched that video?
Yeah.
My dark history coming out so early in the episode.
But I liked it. I really liked it. It was raw and I was like hooked up with that style of content.
Wait, when is this video coming out? I will go and private my MasterChef video.
Yes, MasterChef and everything, right? But I don't know what is your actual cooking background.
My dad is a good cook, home cook. And that has always like made me think about food from a very young age. And then over dinner, my dad will explain that you need to do this step. Even from a young age, I always like to eat. But I find that the understanding only stops at a certain point, because if you don't know how it's made, it's very hard to appreciate it. And then I'm just spammed. I just spam a lot of cooking, and the spamming got worse when I was in a lower point in my life. But in the kitchen, every effort that you put in will equal every result at the end.
Okay, fair.
And it was also a good bonus that at the end of it, you have something to eat.
So there was no actual professional...
No.
It was just, dad's a good cook, you know what tastes nice?
Yeah.
And then you just YouTube and try.
Just cook a lot of bad dishes.
Okay.
Just cook a lot of bad dishes.
That being said, right, cooking nonsense food, right, what gave you the balls to actually say like, I think I'm gonna audition for MasterChef?
After you've cooked enough nonsense food, you start to get a feel of the cooking. So, after a certain time, I'm like, let's just go Q rank.
For the non-gamer, it's basically test your strength or ability.
Let's just go to the public server and let's see what's happening. But then somehow I got through the first round. Okay,
on MasterChef, right, it's a televised, it's a reality, right? What were some things that when you actually experienced it, I'm like, oh shit, they actually do it like this?
There's a lot of waiting. The shooting time is only very little, because like when you shoot, it's one take already. Every production is a lot of work. So if you're gonna go in as a contestant, be ready to wait a lot.
Sometimes when they say 3, 2, 1, utensils down or knives down, right? Yeah. Does everyone actually have to drop everything? Or like someone still throw a last piece of garbage?
Most people finish like at least like 1 minute before time. But then the camera will focus, will like zoom in and jump in on the guy that is still trying to rush finish. Then sometimes they splice in a little B-roll footage to make it seem like everybody is struggling to finish the dish. But most of the time, I think most people would like already at least have a little bit of buffer.
So when you got through, right, when you told your family about it, well, I want to know like what your dad said, because he's the one that, taught you your stuff, bro.
Master what?
Very Asian, nothing like, oh, hey, good
I wouldn't want to speak too much about this because I didn't, actually get it. But wait, how are you doing this? How are you? This is the first question that I had when I watched this show. Like, how are you asking questions, hosting, and still driving?
I have only two answers. I'm either a very good host or a very good driver. No, but I also want to ask you, do you actually drive?
Yeah, I do.
I see. So in that case, what's the furthest you've driven to find your hidden Ulu gems?
At the end of last year, to cap the year off, I wanted to visit the place that I gave 4 plates to. For that one, I drove to Klang for their bak kut teh. That was for 500 kilometers, I think.
You must be wondering, or for most people that buy EVs, they're always interested to know how far can a full charge take you. So specifically for this Suzuki VITARA, this can last you 346 kilometers. So a little more or a little almost close to your full Klang trip lah. And also everything is seamless connection. It has Apple CarPlay and also your Android CarPlay as well. So very straightforward, very slick, which I love about this car. A lot of the times people they will always say about how easy it is to drive a certain car. And like when we have cars that have a 360 camera like this, it always helps. I always find how do you do this?
Technology.
Technology, yeah.
Uncle don't know. This I'll take Uncle don't know. Let's go to our first place.
Let's go.
Yeah. So for the first stop of the day, this is the spot that I told you all I was very excited by. We have the nasi ambeng, the deluxe version at 43.90.
Nasi ambeng is also not a dish that everyone will get on the daily.
If I'm understanding this correct, this is like a ceremonial or communal nasi padang. There's so much on this table that I don't want to bring you all one by one. To even add on that, right, some of the dishes we have to clarify with the staff who had to clarify with the boss. So this is really very authentic food. I have to start with my favorite dish in the world, beef rendang.
Okay.
Rendang. How can you say rendang is normal?
Generally, I feel this rendang very traditional yet commercial. This kind of rendang, or the one we have here, right, will be accepted across all types of Singaporeans. It's damn nice, but I have a preference of rendang that has a punchier flavor. And if I can let you try one day, that'd be amazing.
So you're saying in terms of rendang, the flavor profile, there's still a way to customize how the rempah comes. I see. Because this is the flavor that I've been eating like most of the time. To have all the spices come through, to have the lemak of the coconut, and then to have the beef to act as the vehicle, right? This recipe is incredible. Like beef rendang, how can beef rendang be normal? You're triggering me, I'm being rage-baited.
You have to use the offcuts where you get the gristle, the fat, to get that full flavor, ma.
Yeah.
I mean, if you use like a clean, lean, soft piece of what tenderloin, then you're just cheating, and you won't even get the same flavor.
I would argue that won't even work won't work as well because it's not as robust to carry the flavor.
I said just now that this was lemak cili padi, but the actual nasi padang lemak cili padi is called ayam kalio.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
It's not like your standard lemak cili padi,
No.
right?
This looks like a curry chicken on the screen, I can imagine, but it tastes very
It
different.
is nothing like the curry chicken. It's so much more punchy than any normal lemak cili padi. Like all standard lemak kalios, right? It's also spicier than the normal lemak cili padi. The coconut in this is so fragrant. It's very deep, the flavor.
Yes, it's not like you're drinking coconut milk.
Correct.
Like a coconut cream on the top. If I were to compare this with Cai Fan or economical rice curry chicken, right? Economical rice curry chicken is like black and white. This one is like colorful. Because like the understanding of rempah is very deep. Because like most of the dishes here come from a rempah, but how you customize that brings out another flavor. Next up,
We are going for something that is also one of your favorites.
also one of my favorites, paru goreng.
The number one thing when it comes to paru is the thickness of the paru. Once you get the right thickness of paru, right, when you fry it, it will always taste nice. And the flavor, the rempah, is deep. If you don't rempah a paru enough, you can taste the organ taste.
I probably don't know enough to distinguish that really good paru, but what I don't like is that when it gets too dry and chalky, overcooked, like you need to bite on it a lot. This is still slightly on the tender side. Listen to him, he's the expert on Malay cooking.
I think the number one thing, right, when you eat nasi ambeng, right, it's difficult to judge the dishes on their own. Because the reason why they are put on this plate together, right, is because it is known that all these dishes can play together in one dish.
You say that it's not to be judged on its own, right? But I think even if you judge it on its own, these three dishes, rendang, the ayam kalio,
Kalio,
and the paru, just with the rice, one dish with the rice, I'm done.
That's the beauty of nasi padang.
Yeah.
Alderic,
Yes.
You've been doing it for how long again?
What? For how long?
Okay.
You want to count the dark days?
So you've tried a ton of food. Does it ever get like, oh man, this again?
Yes. And this is actually very interesting. A few series made me realize that some dish you can eat it forever. Like chicken rice, I did did it for 4 months. You tell me now we are hitting to eat chicken rice, I okay. Whereas some other dishes like prawn mee is a bit more challenging because as an everyday dish, you will get to a point where it's too much.
That being said, what's the next series that you're producing right now?
It is on my YouTube channel, ALDERICC. Subscribe to me. No, I'm not gonna say it. Since ending the chicken rice series, a few people have told me, have asked me this, and I'm slowing down after the chicken rice series. I like to do this every now and then because I don't believe in doing the same thing over and over again.
True.
I feel like you will sort of corner yourself into one type of
Nothingness,
food.
bro. Yeah. Maybe right. You know what kind of reset you need?
What?
Go on another cooking show.
No.
Without naming names, what is the single most like rabak dish that you tried that you had to hold your tongue? Because I know you're not the kind to trash.
So what happens, and this has happened a few times.
Okay.
Halfway through eating, I just cut. And then I just delete the whole footage. The mark of a good food reviewer is to always find something good to say in something bad. Being a foodie, right, enjoying food is a journey. Like the me now compared to the me who started the chicken rice series has different standards. So like it's not up to me to like say like you don't know the best yet lah. Because everybody is somewhere in their journey. I view it like a Netflix show. So some of us have watched the chicken rice Netflix special to episode 1 or episode 3, episode 7. You cannot go to somebody who is just at episode 1 and be like, you only episode 1 you don't know lah.
I see.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? Just let people enjoy their food.
You name the dish.
Oh, actually you didn't touch on the dish.
Oh, you remember? Can you forget or not? There was one burger, there was one prawn mee.
Oh damn.
I don't know whether my viewers can figure it out. Cause like if they recommend right, and then it didn't appear in the series right, then like they can count back like, oh, this was recommended a lot but it didn't appear. But imagine that the commenter is like some secondary 2 boy that just really enjoys this prawn mee, and then he just spends his pocket money eating this prawn mee, and then he thinks it's very good, and then this Alderic come in and say like, wow, very lousy wow. The bigger goal here is to make people excited about food.
Okay, Alderic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some rapid fire questions. You answer yes or no, and then if you wanna elaborate, sure. But keep it short. Singaporeans care too much about food ranking.
No, I like that they are putting in the effort to look at food and compare them. I think that's the fun part of being a foodie. But if they will soon start to realize that at the top tier, there is only a top tier, there is no first. Because as you go to the master level, right, it becomes a game of preferences.
Your main thing is trying to find hidden places. But just because they are hidden, should they all be featured?
No. In fact, I try to steer away from hidden gems. I might do hidden gem content in the future, but as of now, I trust my viewers the most. This is all a very lengthy way of me using my viewers.
Third one, Singaporean food better than Malaysian food.
No, Sag. Our chicken rice is better, but in KL especially, they have a lot of signature dishes. Their zi cha always have like that one dish that they do that is their own, and I feel that this is something that's really missing in Singapore zi cha.
Objectively, if you take all the followers and the street cred and the clout away, between you, Zermatt and Ryan, right, which one of y'all have the best, you think, taste buds?
This is tough. First of all, you must define best taste buds. Which of us, right, can taste something, right, and then instantly know whether this can sell in the market or not? And if I were to define it like that, I would say it's Ryan. Ryan has been in the scene the longest, and he has a few food businesses himself. I think he has the best sense of where the public is at.
Alderic,
Yes.
we are now at our second location. This is Wok Ramen. The whole shtick of Wok Ramen is the fact that they've introduced wok hei into the ramen. I don't know if that already exists.
I have a pretty long monologue on wok hei. It's a very complex cooking concept
Right.
that a lot of people use casually.
Can I share what I think it is?
Yes.
To me, right, what wok hei is, right?
As the guy cooks it, right, the rice will fly out of the wok, it travels to the grains that are in the air, and then he catches it back and he keeps doing it a few times till a flavor develops.
That's what I think it is.
20% of it.
Oh shit, I thought that's it. What
So
else?
that is called pyrolysis. But wok hei is wok air. So because of the intensely high heat, everything that you put into the wok becomes vapor. So when all these ingredients that are in it, your soy sauce, your whatever it is, are released into vapor, that tornado above the wok is ultra flavorful. We have the wok's chicken char siu collagen ramen at $14.90 and the wok hei udon
Correct.
at $10.90.
I think we should start with what they're known for.
Yes.
It's the wok and then got the ramen. Why do you look apprehensive?
I'm so scared, man. I have a very high bar for ramen. Thoughts?
I've been to Japan. I did try ramen. It's halal ramen. But objectively, is this a nice tasting bowl of noodles? Heck yes.
The noodles wise is pretty expected, but the broth is savory with a top note of like this oiliness if you detected it just now.
Yep.
It's more fragrant, a little bit of spicy, both
Yeah, I was
from
quite confused by that.
chili flakes and chili oil, I believe, a combination of both. It's not a bad broth per se, but it does not qualify as ramen.
As someone who is still in the early stages of the so-called foodie journey as compared to someone that is
On the ramen journey.
on the ramen journey, he's like master rank already. I know enough about to know the plot,
Yeah.
but he know all the twists and turns already.
I would have been happy to have this 20 years ago. So like, I have to respect that there are different levels. This would be something that belongs in like a casual shopping mall, which is exactly where we are at.
Yep.
We were talking about halal cuisine off camera, and I told you that it is not that, you know, halal better or halal not better. Sometimes it comes down to the ingredients that you're able to get for your business.
Right.
And the problem is even harder when you want specialty ingredients that is outside of your cuisine. While this has their name in it, I believe this is more interesting. I would say a bit more promising. You can see like the char marks on being fried of the wok. Yeah, it's not too clean, like, you know, like it's being steamed. If I close my eyes and I taste this, right, I would think this came from a zi char store. So it tastes to me a bit like the cross of KL mee.
Okay.
So it's like this bouncy udon texture, but this one has like a more palatable, easier sauce and a touch of sourness.
Yeah.
Which is quite delightful.
I'm very confused with this flavor.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah.
What threw me off is the sourness.
Yeah.
But I think that is,
Intended, right?
yeah, it has to be there. If not, it'd be a bit flat.
Maybe. The charring part, like just now we said like 80-20%, right?
Right.
Charring part maybe, but like if you want to say wok hei strictly speaking, it needs to have
Right.
volatiles. As in like the air.
Tornado.
You at least need to see like it puffing, you know.
Right.
Maybe it's our fault that it has been sitting for a while.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a yes or no question, you'll have to say yes. Everybody like has a different phase of their foodie journey. Yeah, me 20 years ago in the secondary school using my pocket money to come here, I'll be perfectly happy having this. Watermelon, jellyfish, and free flow eggs, by the way.
Free flow eggs.
Before we started rolling, where's the bowl? This guy already demolished some eggs.
Being a foodie is a journey.
Yeah.
What's good to you now probably would be not good to you next few years.
Yeah.
I totally get how a young kid would be perfectly happy with this. No qualms about it. So you've been doing content for a long time, basically.
Yes.
Do you think your online and offline is the same Alderic?
Yes, this is quite strange for me to like reply you so instantly, but like the online Alderic is the Alderic that is better presented. I can tell you this funny thing, right? Even if I'm eating alone, right, the Alderic is still like narrating
Right.
through like what I'm eating. And then if I come across a question like what ingredients do they use here, then I'll Google it. I used to Google it, now I chat GPT it. A question that I usually get is like, Alderic, how do you know so much?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know a lot, but it's just like the accumulation of all these questions throughout the years, just from what I know. So like in terms of content creation, possibly there's like a bit of a work thing going on, but the food thing is part of me.
I mean, we did touch on this earlier about metrics and stuff.
Yeah.
But how do you decide like between content that you want to make
Yeah.
as Alderic and content that you know Alderic's watchers or viewers would like to consume?
I'm pretty selfish in this sense. Yes, always since day one been about what I want to produce. How do I phrase this in a way that is not cheesy?
For people that always want to do what they want, right? The moment they go beyond what they want, they lose the interest of wanting to do more for that piece of content.
Yes, and the proper strategy, if I were to talk to the content creators, is one for me, one for them. The practicalities of life will catch up with you. You have to make, you have to get sponsors, you have to whatnot. Not to say that I don't do them, but like I make sure every year there is a big series or like a main thing that I want to accomplish. But it's so bleak, and oh my goodness, what you're making me say, man? Oh, maybe I feel that this career as a content creator is a dead-end job. But, and also why I really focus on enjoying the journey. So even if next time, content creation is done and AI has taken over, right? I'll still be finding somewhere to eat alone and, talking to myself and still enjoying food to that extent.
Right. How is that bleak? And how is that cheesy? It's true, what? Your food has always been in it.
Yeah.
Alderic is equals food, right? If you were not doing content, but you still can do food, what will you want to jump into? Don't tell me like, oh, I'll be a food writer instead. Lame.
The closest thing I can find is like food consultancy. If not, the next would be probably running an F&B business. Yeah, which is not great because I don't think I am that great of both as a chef and as a businessman. But at least I still, be in food.
Then, as a food reviewer, how do you balance of wanting to be honest while still trying to, think about the business of this guy?
As of now, I'm doing a lot of hawker food. So I really cannot see myself trashing a hawker business. Like, as of this point of time, you have the power to really affect their livelihood. But yeah, there's no way that I do it. But push comes to shove, either lie to my viewers or destroy a livelihood.
Right.
Why did I paint myself into this corner? I don't think you were asking something so extreme.
But I love that you're going there.
I would lie to my viewers. If I lie to my viewers, dozens of people will have a bad meal. They won't trust me, they'll unfollow, so be it.
Right.
But if I trash a family's livelihood, I think I've lost the plot, man. If my direction in life is to, help people enjoy life a little bit better, make things easier, like what we mentioned, then I've betrayed myself. For our last stop of the day, we are at Fernview Hawker and Market in Punggol at a store called Bedok 1 Hokkien Mee.
Something's not right somewhere.
Somebody is wrong, I don't know. But I've received a lot of recommendations for this place and I haven't had it yet because this is a halal Hokkien Mee. So a key appeal of Hokkien Mee is the seafood broth. And then what they do is that they keep feeding the noodles the seafood broth until you can drink no longer. So when they have put in so much effort, right, we don't want to sort of hide it with the chili and the lime.
Shall we just get into it?
I would say it looks decent.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'd say that it's a bit creamy, at least on the, like expecting it like this.
But from the get-go, right, I think I don't know, it's because we are shooting or what, the amount of seafood, quite a lot, right?
Like, okay, maybe they spread it very nicely, but I mentioned on my own videos, the expensive part of Hokkien Mee is the noodles. Because a lot of the money goes into the seafood broth. Technically, that's where the flavor is at.
It's not as savory that I would think it should have been. It tastes rich. It tastes like the creaminess that you said just now. But somehow I feel it can be savorier. The taste of the noodle alkali is kind of there.
Yes.
Is that okay? Is it acceptable?
So this is where a line is drawn. Like some people really hate this, what we saw ki taste. So ki is the Hokkien word for lie. So this is added to the noodles for it to be more springy. Personally, I think it's part of the flavor profile for Hokkien Mee. This is slightly on the stronger side.
Right.
Even for me, stronger than I would like. From what I've learned speaking to the Hokkien Mee chefs, you need to really choose your noodles properly. Nobody really makes their own noodles for Hokkien Mee.
Right.
Yeah, you just have to buy the correct one.
Is it chili time?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I objectively think this is very nice after the chili and lime.
if this is your impression of what Hokkien Mee is like with the chili and lime, right? Dare I say, I don't think you're missing out on much.
The one we did there, right, and I tasted it, I'm like, it almost cannot survive without it.
And there are Hokkien Mee enthusiasts that will completely agree with you. But more than just spiciness, and this is not very spicy, right?
No, it's not at all.
No, not at all. It's very palatable. There's still layers to it, like the sambal that we had earlier today. Although I have to say, Choba Choba does it better. Yeah, but same line of sambal belacan. This one is more suited for Hokkien Mee, more volume.
But I feel from what we've talked about, I think it checks everything that you were explaining to me. It has the creaminess, the noodles are not mushy, and with chili and lime, it becomes complete.
This is as though a vegetarian person eating chicken rice. You have to know that pork is a very big ingredient in Hokkien Mee. I always like to describe Hokkien Mee as two pillars of flavors. One is seafood, one is pork. So to get to where they are right now, I think pretty cool.
Alderic,
Yes.
that was a very fun day. Honestly, right, out of all the Kachao talents that I've talented with, or just talents that I've talented with in general, for food, I feel I've enjoyed this the most.
Don't don't stop it lah.
Bro.
Stop it. You say this to everybody, right? You say
No!
this like
Maybe I'm just interested enough in food, just as you are. But like, you can level with me, and because you know more, I'm interested to just shut up and listen to what you have to say.
letter.
But that aside,
Yes.
the shoot today was really nice. The food was generally pretty good.
We start too strong. That's the problem. Like that set the benchmark. Like, oh my goodness.
And it has to be Malay food. If you had to choose, would it be the first place?
100%. Not just today, I'll be hard pressed to find a place with better nasi padang than the first place. Perhaps I don't know enough nasi padang places, but like I think that's a very acceptable benchmark.
For a lot of the times, right, these places, they do a few things well. So off camera, we ate every single thing. Almost everything was good. But that being said, if you were to pick someone to be on Kachao, who do you think we should like Kachao?
I got two in my head.
Okay.
So I want to pick one. Can I give two?
Sure.
Can I give two? The first one is I want you to go and Kachao Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah, Ryan.
Ryan has to come on, and I'm probably gonna ask Ben to come along. So we can disturb him in the back.
And the second guy I actually want to see here is Home is Bought. Earlier today, you described me as up and coming creator. Yeah, he's also under up and coming, but he does content on Singapore spaces. Thank you for watching this episode of Kachao.
If you liked it, you can watch more over there. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye! Master Chef again.
Master Chef. Oh, Master Chef. Don't.